Okay, good morning. Today we are going to talk about the instruments. What is an instrument? Its history and types. For start, a musical instrument is a device or adapter to make music sounds. Any object that produces sounds can be considered a musical instrument. Musical instruments are constructed in a broad array of styles and shapes using many different materials. Early musical instruments were made from found objects such as shells or a plant parts or any object. Uh, so may have been used for a ritual such as a horn to signal success on the hunt or a drum in a religious ceremony. Cultures eventually development composition and performance of melodies for entertainment. Musical instrument development independently in many popular regions in the world. Um, for example, in Europe, the instruments development most fast, and in America, uh, not. In principle, any object that can produce sounds qualifies as a musical instrument, especially if they were designed for that purpose. Primitive musical instruments were likely designed to simulate natural sounds. Many of them were made for really available materials such as a bone, animal skin, wood, and other known durable materials. In conclusion, the musical instruments developed in step with the changing applications and technology. Thank you.
Today, my group and me, we're going to talk about the instruments. We all know what is an instrument, right? But have you ever wondered which was the first instrument? No? Well, let me tell you about the history of instruments. It starts through the sounds made by the human body. This is said because percussion can be made with the body, either with the palms, beating different parts of the body, etc. For example, the palms beating your body. That can be a percussion, right? No, it can be not. Is a percussion. Also, through have you ever made sounds with your voice? Obviously you did. And this is also a percussion because the voices by different sounds that the voice can make sounds with the human body started to discover sounds that it can imitate the nature, for example with sticks, roads, hollow logs, water, etc. With the voices you can do a percussion with your voice, for example like nature, but I'm in my house, but I can give an example with something of nature, but you can imagine with a stick. I don't know. Let me show you. For example, imagine that this is a stick with a tree. This can be a percussion too. So, with the water too, but I'm not in a river or a lake. But yes, in the nature you can make different sounds with your mouth too. So, in conclusion, we can say that the first instrument were the human body and resources that the nature gives. And this is for all. Well, this is all of my part. Um, thank you for watching me. Next with my next partner.
Well, so musical instruments are classified by the way that they produce sounds, and commonly there are four big groups, and two of those groups are the wind and string instruments that are the groups that I will talk about. Each family is known all over the world and has a sound that makes them unique as well as having a great story behind it. So, the string instruments produce sounds by the vibration of the strings, and there are three methods to cause it: by blowing, by bowing, by plucking, and by strumming. And this is the sound of a string instrument. This is a guitar and it relaxes me. So the other family of musical instruments are the wind ones. This type of instrument, as the name said, it makes sounds by blowing air inside of it. And this family can be divided in two other groups that are the woodwinds and the brass instruments. So this is the sound of a air instrument, a wind instrument. This is a trumpet, and I like very much. To name to name other example of wind instrument, we can mention the trumpet, as we listened before, the clarinet, the flute, among others. And to name other examples of string instrument, we can mention the violin, the viola, and other more. So, in conclusion, wind and string instruments have their things that make them unique and make people love their songs and sounds, as I like this song that is called La Buena y la Mala. So, thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Tamir is the expert in instrument. Well done today. I will talk you about two types of instrument. One, the first, it is the electronic instrument. You can remember like the instrument that use the Beatles. Well, are any musical instrument that produce or modify sounds by electric are usually electronic. Well, also we have some things that can imply the volume or the how they sound because he can modify as well that. Well, one of the famous that use this type of guitars, like the electronic guitars, was John Lennon. That was the name of the guitar was Rickenbacker 325. That was that was one of the top of that years. Well, and the other type of instrument are the percussion instrument. Um, they are musical being struck or scraped by a beater including attached. Well, are like the sound, like the instrument that we use on the orchestra. Um, uh, one of the ones that we use on the orchestra. One of the examples can be the timpani, the xylophone, cymbals, the triangle, snare drum, bass drum, tambourine, maracas, gongs, chimes, celesta, and also one of the typicals is the piano. Well, that are two types of the instrument. Here is my classmate, my friend, that is going to explain the other two. Thank you.